Chosen one. Stop everything. Right now, don't scroll past this. Don't tell yourself you will watch later. Don't assume this is just another message. Because the moment your attention landed here, something in the unseen realm shifted. Something ancient, something that has been quietly orchestrating events in your life, just locked onto this exact second. You felt it. That slight pause in your chest, that sudden awareness, that sense that time just slowed down around you. That wasn't random. That was recognition. Your spirit knows something your mind hasn't caught up to yet, and heaven is about to explain what has been happening. Chosen one, before you were consciously aware of this message was already aware of you. It knew about the delays you have been experiencing. It knew about the doors that closed when you were certain they would open. It knew about the silent frustration you have been carrying, the kind you don't talk about because you are tired of explaining. It knew about the plans that fell apart, the timing that never seemed right, the opportunities that looked perfect, but somehow never materialized. And it knew something else. It knew you were getting close to giving up on divine timing altogether, close to deciding that maybe you just needed to force things. Maybe you needed to make it happen yourself. Maybe waiting was just another word for wasting time. But you are still here, still pausing, still listening. And that alone tells me everything I need to know about what God is about to reveal to you. Listen carefully. What you have been calling delay, heaven has been calling preparation. What you have been calling closed doors, heaven has been calling divine protection. What you have been calling bad timing, heaven has been calling perfect alignment. And today, God is pulling back the veil so you can finally see what has been happening behind the scenes while you were wondering why nothing was moving. Chosen one, you are not behind schedule. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished for something you did wrong. You are being positioned. And positioning always feels like delay until you understand what you are being positioned for. Have you noticed something strange lately? How certain desires you used to have just faded away without explanation. How some people you were close to suddenly felt distant and you didn't even fight to keep the connection. How opportunities you would have chased a year ago now feel heavy, almost wrong, even though they look good on paper. How your spirit has been unusually quiet, almost withdrawn, like you are in some kind of spiritual waiting room. You thought something was wrong with you. You thought maybe you were losing your drive, your passion, your faith. You questioned whether you were hearing God clearly anymore. You wondered if you had missed your moment. But chosen one, what you have been experiencing is not confusion. It is recalibration. God has been adjusting your internal compass. He has been rewiring your desires. He has been shifting your priorities. He has been removing people and opportunities that would have looked like blessings, but would have actually derailed your true assignment. You see, there are two kinds of blessings. There are blessings that look good and feel good, but take you off course. And there are blessings that might look small or late, but position you exactly where you need to be. Most people chase the first kind. Chosen ones receive the second kind. And the reason this season has felt so still, so quiet, so seemingly empty is because God has been protecting you from accepting anything that wasn't aligned with your true purpose. Let me tell you what has really been happening. While you were waiting and wondering and questioning, heaven was working, not working to make things happen faster, working to make sure when things did happen, you would be ready to carry what was coming. Because chosen one, what is about to be released into your life is not small. It is not temporary. It is not just a blessing. It is a shift, a complete repositioning. a door that opens other doors, an opportunity that creates opportunities, a connection that unlocks networks, a resource that generates resources. And God could not release this while you were still attached to things that needed to fall away. He could not give this to you while you were still operating from old patterns. He could not trust you with this while you were still measuring success by the world's standards. That is why certain relationships ended without closure. That is why certain jobs didn't work out. That is why certain plans collapsed at the last minute. That is why you kept hitting walls in places where you thought you would finally break through. It wasn't bad luck. It wasn't bad timing. It was divine intervention, God closing doors before you could settle in places that would have kept you comfortable but unfulfilled. Because chosen one, you were never created for comfortable. You were created for aligned. And alignment sometimes requires everything that is misaligned to fall away first. Think about this carefully. Every person in Scripture who walked into their greatest season first walked through a season of stripping. Joseph had to lose his coat, his family, his freedom, and his reputation before he could step into the palace. Moses had to lose his position, his identity, and 40 years in a desert before he could lead a nation. David had to lose his safety, his peace, and years of his youth, running from Saul before he could wear a crown. Jesus himself had to walk through wilderness, temptation, and isolation before he began his ministry. The pattern is clear. Before elevation comes preparation. Before promotion comes pruning. Before the blessing comes the breaking of everything that would compete with it. And chosen one, you have been in that season. The season where God strips away everything that would interfere with what he is about to do. The season where old securities crumble so new faith can grow. The season where familiar patterns break so divine patterns can form. You called it loss. God called it liberation. You called it delay. God called it development. You called it loneliness. God called it intimacy training, because what is coming next will require a version of you that can stand alone. Think clearly, move confidently, and trust completely. And that version could only be formed in the fire of waiting. Here is what most people don't understand about divine timing. Divine timing is not about the calendar. It is not about your age or the year or how long you have been waiting. Divine timing is about internal readiness meeting external opportunity. It is about your character catching up to your calling. It is about your maturity matching your mission. It is about your spirit being strong enough to steward what your prayers have been asking for. God is never late, but God will never release something you are not ready to handle, just because you are tired of waiting. And chosen one, something just shifted. You might not see it yet in the physical, but it shifted in the spiritual, that restlessness you have been feeling. That is not anxiety, that is anticipation. Your spirit senses something. There is a change in the atmosphere around your life. Doors that were sealed are beginning to crack open. Conversations that seemed impossible are about to become possible. People who had no reason to think of you are about to think of you. Resources that had no path to you are about to find a path to you. Not because you hustled harder, not because you networked better, not because you finally figured out the formula, but because your season changed. And when your season changes in the spirit, everything in the natural begins to reorganize itself to match. Let me be very clear about what is happening right now. God is not just about to bless you. God is about to reposition you. There is a difference. A blessing meets a need. A repositioning changes your trajectory. A blessing helps you in your current situation. A repositioning moves you to a completely different situation. A blessing is addition. A repositioning is multiplication. And what God is about to do in your life is not addition. It is exponential. One door is going to open that unlocks 5 more. One connection is going to form that introduces you to an entire network. One opportunity is going to present itself that shifts your whole perspective on what is possible. But here is the part that requires your attention. Repositioning requires movement. You cannot be repositioned if you will not move, and movement requires obedience. There is something God has been whispering to you, some small step He has been nudging you to take, some conversation He has been prompting you to have, some application He has been telling you to submit, some boundary He has been asking you to set, some investment He has been directing you to make, some fear He has been telling you to face, some person He has been telling you to forgive, some pattern He has been telling you to break, and you have been hesitating, not because you didn't hear Him, but because it felt too small, too simple, too insignificant to be the thing that matters. Chosen one, listen to me. The step God is asking you to take right now might seem small, but it is the hinge. It is the turning point. It is the moment where your obedience unlocks what your prayers have been requesting. The reason many people stay stuck in waiting seasons is not because God hasn't released the blessing. It is because they will not take the step God is requiring. They are waiting for something big and dramatic, while God is asking for something small and immediate. They are looking for a sign, while God is asking for obedience. They are praying for an open door, while God is saying, turn the knob on the one I already unlocked. There is a very specific thing God is asking you to do. You know what it is. You felt it when I said it, that little tug in your spirit, that sudden awareness, that sense of, oh, that is what this is about. Don't ignore that. Don't rationalize it away. Don't tell yourself it is too small to matter. Because in God's kingdom, it is never the size of the step that matters. It is the direction. And the step He is asking you to take right now, as small as it might seem, is pointing you directly toward what is next. Your obedience in the small thing is what releases the big thing. Now, let me tell you what is about to happen after you move. Things are going to start flowing with an ease that surprises you. Doors are going to open without you having to pound on them. Conversations are going to happen without you having to force them. Opportunities are going to present themselves without you having to chase them. People are going to reach out to you instead of you having to reach out to them. And you are going to realize something profound. You are going to realize that the struggle you experienced before wasn't because you weren't working hard enough. It was because you were in the wrong season, trying to force the right thing. But now that you are in the right season, the right things are going to flow naturally. Let me tell you the specific signs that your season has already shifted. You need to watch for these because they are going to confirm everything I am telling you right now. First sign, unexpected connections. Someone is about to reach out to you who has no logical reason to be thinking of you. A name from the past, a stranger with a specific opportunity. A person in a position of influence who suddenly takes interest in what you are doing. This is not networking. This is divine networking. God connecting dots you didn't even know existed. When this happens, and it is about to happen, don't brush it off as coincidence. Recognize it as confirmation. Second sign, sudden clarity about something that has been confusing you. A decision that has been weighing on you is going to suddenly become obvious. A direction that has been unclear is going to suddenly become plain. A choice that has been paralyzing you is going to suddenly become simple. This clarity will not come from more information. It will come from spiritual illumination. Your mind will catch up to what your spirit already knew. And when that clarity hits, move on it immediately. Don't second guess it. Don't wait for more confirmation. That clarity is your confirmation. Third sign, a release of heaviness you have been carrying. You are going to wake up one morning in the next few days and something will feel different, lighter, like a weight you didn't even realize you were carrying just lifted. This is not just emotional. This is spiritual. The season of pressure is giving way to the season of peace. And that peace is not passive. That peace is active. It is the peace that comes before breakthrough, the calm before the blessing, the stillness before the shift. When you feel it, don't question it, receive it. It is God's way of saying, I have got this. You can rest now. The heavy lifting is mine, not yours. Fourth sign, closed doors from the past suddenly make perfect sense. Things that confused you before, things that hurt you before, things that disappointed you before are going to suddenly reveal their purpose. You are going to look back and see clearly why certain things didn't work out, why certain people left, why certain opportunities fell through. And instead of bitterness, you are going to feel gratitude, because you will finally understand that what looked like rejection was actually redirection. What felt like loss was actually protection. What seemed like delay was actually divine timing keeping you from settling for less than God's best. Fifth sign, old desires are being replaced with new desires. You are going to notice that things you used to want don't appeal to you anymore. Places you used to want to go don't excite you anymore. Goals you used to have don't motivate you anymore. This is not you losing ambition. This is God upgrading your vision. He is replacing surface desires with soul desires. He is removing shallow goals and installing significant ones. He is shifting you from chasing what impresses people to pursuing what fulfills purpose. And when your desires change at this level, your decisions change. And when your decisions change, your destination changes. Chosen one. These 5 signs are not random. They work together. Each one confirms the others. Each one builds on the others. And when you start seeing them show up in your life, one after another, you will know beyond any doubt that what I am telling you is not motivational speaking. This is prophetic truth. This is heaven pulling back the curtain and showing you what is already in motion. This is what it looks like when you are in alignment with divine timing. Effort decreases, but results increase. Struggle decreases, but progress increases. Confusion decreases, but clarity increases. You stop feeling like you are pushing boulders uphill and start feeling like you are being carried by a current. Not because life gets easier, but because you are finally moving with God's rhythm instead of against it. And chosen one, you are about to experience that shift. The grinding is about to give way to grace. The forcing is about to give way to flowing. The striving is about to give way to receiving. But I need to prepare you for something else. When your season changes, not everyone is going to celebrate with you. Some people who were comfortable with you struggling are going to be uncomfortable with you succeeding. Some people who supported you in your wilderness are going to distance themselves in your breakthrough. Some people who prayed for your elevation are going to feel jealous when your elevation arrives. This is not a reason to dim your light or apologize for your blessing. This is simply a reality of moving from one level to another. Not everyone is meant to go with you. Not everyone is assigned to your next season, and trying to drag people into a dimension they are not ready for will only slow down your own progression. God is about to surround you with new people, people who match your new frequency, people who understand your new language, people who can operate at your new level, People who celebrate your growth instead of feeling threatened by it. People who add to your vision instead of questioning it. People who walk in the same spirit instead of tolerating your spirit. These are covenant connections, not casual connections, not convenient connections. Covenant connections, the kind that are divinely assigned, the kind that unlock things in you that you didn't even know were locked, the kind that make you better just by being in proximity to them. And here is something beautiful. These people are already praying for you, even though they haven't met you yet. They are already looking for you, even though they don't know your name yet. They are already being positioned by God to cross your path at the exact right moment. Because when God repositions you, He doesn't just change your location. He changes your connections. He doesn't just open new doors. He introduces you to the people who are already standing behind those doors, waiting for you to arrive. Your tribe is forming. Your team is assembling. Your support system is being strategically arranged by heaven. And very soon, you are going to look around and realize you are surrounded by people who feel like home. Now, let me address something that might be troubling your spirit. You might be thinking, but I am not ready. I don't feel qualified. I don't feel strong enough. I don't feel prepared enough. Chosen one, if you waited until you felt ready, you would never move. Readiness is not a feeling. Readiness is a decision. And the fact that God is moving you means He has deemed you ready. Whether you feel like it or not, your feelings will catch up to your faith. Your confidence will catch up to your calling. Your sense of readiness will catch up to your assignment. But you have to move first. You have to step first. You have to obey first. And then everything else aligns. God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. He doesn't choose the capable. He makes the chosen capable. He doesn't pick the ready. He readies the picked, and you have been picked. That is why you are hearing this message. That is why your spirit is resonating with these words. That is why something inside you is saying, yes, this is for me. Yes, this is for me. Yes, this is my moment. Yes, this is my time. That is not arrogance. That is not presumption. That is recognition. Your spirit recognizing the sound of its own season. Let me tell you what heaven sees when it looks at you right now. Heaven doesn't see your mistakes. Heaven sees your maturity. Heaven doesn't see your failures. Heaven sees your faithfulness. Heaven doesn't see what you lack. Heaven sees what you have learned. Heaven doesn't see your weakness. Heaven sees your endurance. Heaven doesn't see someone who is behind. Heaven sees someone who is being prepared. And preparation always precedes presentation. You have been in the hidden season. You are about to step into the seen season. You have been in the training ground. You are about to step into the battlefield. You have been in the wilderness. You are about to step into your promised land. But here is what you need to understand about promised lands. They are not given. They are taken. God promised the Israelites the land, but they still had to go in and possess it. God promised Joshua victory, but he still had to march around Jericho. God promised David a kingdom, but he still had to face Goliath. The promise is guaranteed, but the possession requires participation. God will open the door, but you have to walk through it. God will present the opportunity, but you have to seize it. God will arrange the moment, but you have to show up for it. Your promised land is real. Your destiny is certain. Your breakthrough is secured, but your movement is required. And chosen one, it is time to move. Not next week, not next month, not when you feel more ready. Now, today, this moment. because this message finding you is not a coincidence. This is your divine interruption. This is heaven's alarm clock. This is God saying, the season shifted. Did you feel it? The door opened. Did you see it? The path cleared. Are you walking it? Don't let this moment pass. Don't let this awareness fade. Don't go back to business as usual after hearing what you just heard. Something in you knows this is significant. Something in you knows this is your turning point. Something in you knows this is the moment everything begins to change. Trust that knowing, act on that knowing, move with that knowing. Here is what I want you to do right now, not later, right now. Whatever that one thing is that God has been whispering to you, commit to doing it within the next 48 hours, not thinking about it more, not planning it more, not preparing for it more. Doing it, make the call, send the message, submit the application, have the conversation, set the boundary, make the investment, take the step. Whatever it is, do it, because your obedience in the next 48 hours is going to unlock what God has been holding for you. This is not manipulation, this is not pressure, this is spiritual truth. There are moments when heaven releases keys, and those keys have a window. You are in that window right now. Use the key. Turn the lock. Open the door, walk through, and when you do, chosen one, watch what happens. Watch how quickly things begin to move. Watch how suddenly doors begin to open. Watch how clearly the path begins to appear. Watch how strongly the confirmation begins to come. You are going to look back at this moment and recognize it as the turning point. The moment when waiting turned into moving. The moment when preparation turned into manifestation. The moment when promise turned into possession. This is that moment. You are living it right now. Don't waste it by hesitating. Don't miss it by overthinking. Don't lose it by doubting. This is your moment. Heaven orchestrated it. Your spirit recognized it. Now your faith must activate it. Let me pray with you before we close. And as I pray, I want you to receive these words not just with your ears, but with your spirit. Let them settle deep. Let them root. Let them activate something inside you that has been dormant. Father, I lift this chosen one before you. You see them right now. You see the journey they have been on. You see the waiting they have endured. You see the faith they have maintained. You see the tears they have cried in private. You see the prayers they have prayed in secret. You see the battles they have fought in silence. And you are saying today the season has shifted. The waiting is over. The preparation is complete. It is time to move. So I pray right now that you would release clarity over their next step. Not their next year, not their next month. Their next step, make it so obvious they cannot miss it. Make it so clear they cannot doubt it. Make it so simple they cannot complicate it. And then give them the courage to take that step without hesitation, without fear, without overthinking. Release boldness into their spirit. Release confidence into their mind. Release certainty into their heart. Let them know beyond any doubt that what they are about to step into is exactly what you have been preparing them for. I pray that you would open the doors that need to be opened and close the doors that need to stay closed. Bring the people who need to be brought and remove the people who need to be removed. Release the resources that need to be released and block the distractions that need to be blocked. Let everything align. Father, let everything flow. Let everything move, because this chosen one has been faithful in the waiting. Now let them experience breakthrough in the moving. Let the next 48 hours mark a turning point. Let the next 48 hours carry acceleration. Let the next 48 hours release momentum that has been building for years. In Jesus' name, Amen. Chosen one, if your spirit witnessed something in this message, If something inside you shifted, if clarity broke through confusion, I need you to do something. Type Amen in the comments right now. Not as a religious ritual, but as a declaration. A declaration that you heard heaven. A declaration that you recognize your season. A declaration that you are ready to move. And then, if you don't want to miss what comes next, because this message is just the beginning, subscribe to this channel. This is not about building a platform. This is about staying connected to the frequency of what God is doing in this hour. Messages like this come in sequences, and the next word builds on what you just heard. Finally, if you know someone, a friend, a family member, someone in your circle who has been stuck in a waiting season, someone who needs to hear that their season just shifted, share this message with them. Don't just think about sharing it, actually do it. Because sometimes we are not just blessed to be blessed. We are blessed to be a blessing. And this message finding you might have been so it could reach someone else through you. You might be the bridge between them and their breakthrough. Don't take that lightly. Remember this, chosen one. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are positioned, prepared, and about to be promoted. The waiting wasn't wasted. The delay wasn't denial. The closed doors weren't punishment. Everything was preparation. And now, preparation is complete. Your season shifted. Your door opened. Your moment arrived. What you do in the next 48 hours will determine how quickly you walk into everything God has been holding for you. Move with faith. Move with boldness. Move with certainty. Your promised land is not a dream. It is a destination. And you just got the directions. Now walk. This is not the end of the conversation. This is the beginning. Stay close, stay aware, stay obedient, because when chosen ones step into their season, heaven doesn't just move once. Heaven moves continually. Wave after wave, door after door, blessing after blessing. And you are about to experience that. The momentum is building, the breakthrough is coming, the shift is here. Walk in it, chosen one. Walk in it with confidence. Your time has come.